Raw and real, giving you the spill. Teofimo versus Carlos Campo. Now, I don't know the reason why Teofimo decided to move up in weight. I'm not sure if he can make the weight at 135 or not, but I think personally the bigger fights are at 135 opposed to 140. Now I see him chasing Josh Taylor, trying to become undisputed again. And in this fight, I mean, you got to you got to look at it for what it is. 22-month layoff, and he had a near-death experience. I mean, it seems like he got his head on straight. And you can see a little ring rust in there, you know. And he fought a game fighter. You got to admit, he fought a game fighter. He fought a guy that wasn't coming to lay down. And he stopped him in the seventh. I mean, Campo, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I never heard of him. 34 wins, 1 loss, and 20-something knockouts. Seems like a decent record, but I never heard of him. I don't know who he's fought, but he didn't come to lay down in this fight. Definitely didn't come to lay down. And he was looking to make a name for himself as well, with an upset. But overall, Teofimo performed very good. He came to do what he was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? And, by having a new lease on life, I mean, sometimes it gives you a different perspective. I've been watching some of the interviews he's been in. It seems like he's talking with a straight head. Because before, he was talking some straight up bullshit, But now he seems like he's talking with a straight head on his shoulders. It seems like he's refocused. You see his robe said resurrection. I mean, having a near-death experience, it do readjust and make you refocus. You know what I'm saying? And that's like parallel what Errol Spencer's going through. He got a new lease on life, a new dedication to the sport. I mean, and people don't understand, if this is how you get your bread and butter, you can't play with it. Because this is a dangerous sport that you also can lose your life in. But, and like he said, in the dressing room, you saw him, he was walking, pacing back and forth, thinking. You know what I'm saying? And he said, God's got him, and God have him. But moving forward, he did what he had to do. And Campo came to fight. Now, speaking on where he go from here, that's going to be the next question. What's his next fight at 140? Will it be someone with a big name like Regis Prograde? Will it be a Ramirez? You know what I'm saying? Because I think he's going to have to fight a couple more fights before he even get to the Josh Taylor fight, if that fight ever happened. I know he's chasing the titles, but if it ever happens. Because one fighter that he definitely, I would stay away from right now, and that's Gary Antoine Russell. And in my depiction of him, I mean, he's like a mini Sean Porter, just with power. You know what I'm saying? That's my take on Russell. His style is just like Sean Porter's, in your face style, but it's more power. I mean, the boy coming. It's definitely more power. And he beat Boots, I think, in the amateur. So, I mean, the boy is coming with power, but I don't think Teofimo should just jump into those type of fights yet. I think he still should feel his way out in this new division and grow into it, get comfortable with it. Because let's admit it, Campo was hitting him with some shots he really shouldn't have got hit with. But the gap between talent is a little wide margin, so he was able to escape that. But what's going to happen when he faces these fighters when the talent is like this? and they're coming with the same skill set and possibly even more power. I mean, he showed that he carried some of his power up, but will it be enough when he's fighting those other elite, you know what I'm saying, junior welterweights? And that's going to be the question. Now, I'm not sure. You know, like I said, I mean, to his defense, he was shaking the ring rust off a 22-month layoff. But when you're talking about going after them belts, you're going to have to go through some hell to get those belts. And you're going to have to grow within this weight. You can't just, you know what I'm saying? Now, you fought a game fighter, but you just can't just go straight to the top. Or it's going to start back over again. You're just going to reset and probably take another L. But overall, last night, you look good. You look damn good. And I like the new Teofimo. You know what I'm saying? I must say, I do like the new Teofimo. As far as the way what he's saying, the way he's talking. Instead of talking so much shit, it seems like he's humbled himself a bit. You know what I'm saying? You know, got a new perspective of the game and a new respect for the sport. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't blame him for not wanting to fight Ryan Garcia, punk ass. I just want Ryan Garcia to get out of boxing, period. And I said this before on numerous occasions. Finish doing your YouTube shit, and because it's like Ryan Garcia is like another Adrian Broner. Just talk more than you fight. You know what I'm saying? Just fight. Shut the fuck up and fight. Humble yourself. And people don't understand why Manny Pacquiao was such a likable guy. Manny Pacquiao didn't have to talk all this shit to get the fights he wanted. He's the most humblest person in the world, always coming to the ring smiling. He did what he had to do. And he was a fan favorite. His style of fighting made him a fan favorite because it's full of action. But you don't have to just talk. I'm not a fan of that shit. I'm just going to say it. I ain't a fan of that shit. I'm a fan of just fight. Humble, stay fight. I understand one thing selling the fight, but if the fight never gets made, what the fuck are you selling? And 9 times out of 10 is bullshit. And don't nobody buy bullshit. So, but Teofimo looked good. He did look good. He did his thing. And, you know, hope he continues success. But I really don't think I really want to know the reason what made him jump to 140. It couldn't be just because you lost your title at 135. I don't understand the reason for it, because in my opinion, the big money fights is still at 135. You got Tank. You got Devin. And possibly Shakur, maybe, if he comes up, or even at a catch weight. You know, which I think that would probably be a good fight. But the next move he makes, I'm not sure. But this new Teofimo, I'm starting to like again, like I liked him before. Him making excuses and all that, and, you know, it's boxing, baby. It's boxing. You lose, sometimes your ego get bruised. Come in overconfident, that's what happened. You rely too much on power thinking you're going to get somebody out of there. That's what happens. You got to have a plan A to Z, not a plan A to E. It don't work that way. But he looked like he got comfortable in the fight. Looked like he was having fun, showing different wrinkles, you know. But when dealing with these other cats, these other elite fighters, we shall see. My opinion is to take it slow. Take it real slow. Fight some meaningful fights. But don't just go after them elites right now. Grow in the weight class. Grow in the division. Get comfortable with taking those shots. And footwork. Get your footwork back together. Get them legs moving. In and out. And don't get caught with unnecessary shit that you normally don't get caught with. Especially by a bigger fighter. You're the smaller fighter, you should be more quicker. You should be more agile. You should be in and out. You know? And don't load up on everything. Set some things up. Other than that, I think he'll be all right. But overall, I give him a B+ for this fight. Yeah, that's my grade. I give him a B+, and that's because of the ring rust. Now, once he get back comfortable, he can shoot for the A. But good fight overall. Raw and real, giving you the spill. Peace.